There's one kind of asset that once you lose it, you can never buy it back. And what's even scarier is that most people waste it every single day. That asset is time. Have you ever told yourself, it's fine, I'll do it later. I still have plenty of time? That harmless little sentence has destroyed countless opportunities and stolen the future of many smart and talented people. In today's video, I want to tell you a story, a clever boy, a successful businessman, and a costly lesson. When you take time for granted, it will make you pay the heaviest price. Stick with me until the end because this might be the wake-up call you need right now. Ethan was a boy born into an ordinary family in a big city. He was quick, intelligent, and almost always at the top of his class. Teachers loved him, friends admired him, and his parents couldn't have been prouder. With such a sharp mind, everyone believed Ethan was destined for a bright future. But there was one dangerous habit Ethan himself didn't even notice. He constantly procrastinated. Instead of doing his homework right away, he would fire up his video games. Instead of reading books, he spent hours scrolling through YouTube and TikTok. Whenever his friends invited him to hang out, he never said no. And when his parents reminded him, Ethan would just shrug and laugh. Relax. I've got plenty of time. There's nothing to worry about. That familiar line slowly became his shield for laziness. And as the days went by, Ethan never realized he was wasting the most valuable thing he had. Then came the day the final exam results were announced. The report board was posted right in the middle of the school hallway. Dozens of eyes were glued to the numbers, but when Ethan found his name, he froze. His grades were so low that the whole class was stunned. The boy who used to be on top was now left far behind. The teachers were disappointed. His friends quietly kept their distance. And when Ethan went home, his parents didn't say a single word. They just stared at the report card in silence, their eyes filled with sadness. No pride anymore, just heavy, heartbreaking quiet. That night, for the very first time, Ethan felt like he had truly lost something big. He lay awake, tossing and turning, asking himself, "Aren't I supposed to be smart? How did I fail so miserably?" In despair, Ethan turned to his grandfather, the man he respected the most. His grandfather was a retired professor, well known in the academic world, and above all, a man who always had a wise perspective on life. After listening carefully to Ethan's story, his grandfather didn't scold him. Instead, he smiled gently and said slowly, "Ethan, you're not lacking intelligence. What you're lacking is something even more important, respect for time." The boy looked puzzled and asked, "But Grandpa, can't I just study later?" His grandfather shook his head, his eyes thoughtful. "No, my boy. Time is like a river. Once the water flows past, it never comes back. You can earn money later, you can make new friends, you can even make up for bad grades if you study harder, but lost time, there's no way to replace it." Then he began telling Ethan a story. Not about a boy, but about a grown man, a man who once had everything but lost it all simply because he didn't know how to treasure every moment. His grandfather said many years ago there was a man named Daniel Cole. He was the CEO of an international corporation, a respected leader. Daniel had built his career from nothing, working tirelessly to rise to the very top. His success was the kind that so many people only dream of. But once he had it all, money, fame, admiration, Daniel began to change. He stopped waking up early to work, stopped giving his full attention to the company. Instead, he slept in, postponed meetings, left his employees to figure things out on their own, and wasted hours scrolling through social media. One day, a trusted advisor warned him, "Daniel, you're squandering your most valuable asset, time. If you don't change now, this company will collapse." But Daniel just laughed. "Come on, I've got a lifetime to work. I still have plenty of time." In the months that followed, the very thing he had ignored came back to haunt him. The company's profits plummeted, competitors quickly pulled ahead, employees lost faith, and investors withdrew their money. And when Daniel finally realized the problem and tried to fix it, it was already too late. On the final day, Daniel sat alone in his massive office, staring at 4 empty walls. The empire he had once built was now nothing but ruins. In that moment, he finally understood a bitter truth. The greatest failure of his life wasn't a lack of talent, but the fact that he had wasted time and missed the chance to make things right. His grandfather placed a hand on Ethan's shoulder and said, "You see, Ethan, time can lift a person to the top, but it can also drag them down to the very bottom. Just one habit of procrastination, and you could lose everything." Ethan sat silently. In his eyes, a new light began to shine. He thought to himself, "No, I cannot become another Daniel. I must change, starting today." From that day forward, Ethan completely transformed. He wrote out a clear schedule, limited his time on video games and social media, and focused all his energy on studying. At first it was difficult, but as the days passed, Ethan slowly grew used to discipline. The results came faster than he expected. His grades improved, his teachers praised him once again, and his parents looked at their son with pride in their eyes. A few years later, Ethan became a successful young entrepreneur. But no matter how much he achieved, he never forgot his grandfather's lesson. Time is the key to success. Once you lose it, you can never get it back. If this story resonated with you, hit like and share, so more people can wake up to this truth. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can join us for more inspiring stories. Remember this, you cannot control yesterday, but you can take charge of today. And the way you use your time today will determine your tomorrow.